MLBB is just such an old, archaic game, you know? It's like a 1990 Camry versus a 2025 Camry. When they win the tournament, they get in-game diamonds. Zane, Hoon, everyone, BTK, y'all, if y'all come in and I cash any of y'all games, I'm gonna hype y'all up, bro. I'm gonna hype y'all up crazy. Yo, that's Zane, one of the best players from MLBB here now on the HOK circuit. Recently, Honor of Kings has an event. It's called the 48-hour ranking marathon. And as you can see there, for a split second, you know, there was 2 players on there. Those 2 players were competitive MLBB pros. They basically paid them to come over here and try the game and, you know, partake in this challenge here, right? It was Mobazane and Hoon. And they're both a part of this team called BTK, which qualified for MSC, I think it's called. Whatever the like highest level of play is for MLBB, they qualified for. And because they partook in this event or campaign from a competitor, they actually got disqualified from competing in the tournament that they rightfully earned and qualified for. And there's a big drama going on about that. And from my understanding, I'm not very knowledgeable about MLBB, guys. I'm an HOK guy. But from my understanding, the tournaments and stuff for MLBB don't have actual prizing. Like, they don't give you real money. They give you like in-game tokens or some shit like that, you know? And when you're a pro player, it's already hard to make money, right? It's already hard to make money. And so players gonna have to look to, you know, make money elsewhere. Because, you know, if they're being fed right on MLBB, maybe they would not look for other places to get money. I don't really know, but that's something I heard. I heard that the rules are added after. If they were added before, then that changes things, because you are, you know, you're expected to understand the rules, you know? Yeah, July 10th to August 2nd. This was before, dude, it's not even July 10th right now, you know? So theoretically, they should not apply. But from my understanding, all these rules, they have something worded in there where it's like, no matter what the rules say, if we want to kick you, we have the option to kick you for whatever reason we deem, you know, whatever. So they always have that shit worded in the contract that gives them absolute power. So even if you completely follow the rules, if they, for whatever reason, do not like you, they could just ban you. It will always be worded into these contracts for any games and stuff, you know? Like, apparently it got broken out to the public because one of the players in a Discord was like, popping off, bro, because 2 of the players of a 5-man team took the sponsorship deal, right? But the other 3 players, they're like, yo, what the hell's going on, man? Because their whole team got disqualified. So the 3 kind of like, I don't want to use the word innocent as if Hoon and Zane did something wrong, but like the 3 people that are not even involved in any way, you know, like by not partaking in a sponsorship or whatever, they kind of get fucked from it too, which sucks. The games are pretty much identical, but I think HOK is actually better in like almost every single way. Like, MLBB is just such an old, archaic game, you know? It's like a 1990 Camry versus a 2025 Camry, you know? Like, it's reliable with the 1990 Camry, but it's not as good as the 2025 Camry, bro.
Well, that's what
There's something going on, but I do not want to talk about it until something is confirmed. Right now, nothing is.
From my understanding, it is officially confirmed. Dude, and what sucks is this team, by the way, that they're disqualifying, number one, they earned their place in, okay? They were the number 1 team in North America, right? And then now that number 1's going to number 2. So nothing against the number 2 team, but it's going to a team that does not deserve it because they didn't win. They weren't number 1. And this is the most popular team in NA as well, too, guys. Like, BTK is so popular. You know, everyone kind of knows about it. Even people that I don't even play MLBB, and I know about them, you know? And I know about their creators and such. So it's going to be a big hit to the NA community in general. And you guys know, MOBA games, NA, we're not the majority here. We're the minority. You know, so we can use all the help we can get here in the MOBA space in NA. But it sucks that we're gonna go into this kind of like war here, where, you know, we want to just, you know, take ownership of actual players and stuff. Yeah, the prize pool is terrible too. That's like a huge part about it.
Meanwhile,
this is so OD for them not getting it. Like, if they were getting paid every month on salary to play MLBB and stuff, you know, then I was like, I kind of understand, bro. It's like, yo, dude, MLBB is paying you, bro. You know, like, why are you promoting someone else? But they're not getting paid. When they win the tournament, they get in-game diamonds. I don't think it's about them not wanting NA to succeed. I think they are trying to make an example of them, bro. They see these really popular NA, you know, MLBB players, and they're like, oh, like these guys are promoting and taking money from our competitor. Let's make an example of them so no other creators and players for MLBB dare to work with a competitor again while not giving them money at the same time. You know, it's like they're making an example of them. I think, like, there's no reason for them to be against NA. You know, because NA is one of the most lucrative player bases. So I don't think they hate NA. They just want to make an example of these players so that other players think twice before working with a competitor, you know, which sucks. Like, it's a really predatory practice, but I can understand it, you know, from a business point of view. If it makes them more money in the long term, like that's what business is supposed to do. I don't think that's going to make him more money in the long term, because right now this whole situation is just going to push Zane and Hoon and potentially the rest of BTK to HOK. What if HOK comes out and goes like, you know what? Those guys are straight up abusing y'all. Let me pay y'all to just play our game. And then the biggest team in MLBB NA will go over to their competitor and full time for them. And then there you go. They win NA. They win the NA mobile market at that point. You should switch, yo. HOK, we're on the up and up, boys. We're on the up and up. We here at HOK take care of our people, man, all right? Hey, I'm a caster as well, too. All right, Zane, Hoon, everyone, BTK, y'all, if y'all come in and I cast any of y'all games, I'm gonna hype y'all up, bro. I'm gonna hype y'all up crazy. Yo, that's Zane, one of the best players from MLBB here now on the HOK circuit. I'm probably not allowed to say MLBB on broadcast because that's a competitor as well. One of the best players on well-known mobile MOBAs is now in HOK or some shit like that, I don't know. And it's really sad. On top of all this, guys, that was just the players, guys. The organization that sponsored them, SAUL Esports, is an Indian organization. Some of you guys from Unite might know about them because they made it to Worlds. The year I was in Worlds, SAUL Esports was also Worlds. I think they're in Worlds this year too. So they're an Indian organization that sponsors a lot of teams and stuff. You know, they really help out the players because you need funding, right? As a player, you want to play the game and be good, right? You got to get paid to play the game so that you don't have to go to work, you know? And those guys are burdened now too because they paid this team lots of money to go ahead and play and train up and be good and represent them. And now they can't represent them, you know? They cannot represent them now because they got disqualified. So, and yeah, like, I don't think there's any winners out of this, man. Maybe if everyone switches over to HOK and they stop supporting the predatory practices of Moonton from MLBB, then it'll be positive for HOK. But right now, I think, like, it's bad for everyone on the MLBB side. And, like, for HOK, it's, like, neutral.